I work at an assisted living facility for people with dementia. Today, a conversation with one of my residents left me shaken. She's early in her dementia journey, but this story was different. She wanted to talk about her past husbands. As we sat down, she started with an unusual statement. "My last husband is dead?" "Sort of." I asked for clarification, but she said she needed to tell the whole story. It took over 40 minutes, filled with details and evidence that checked out through online searches and pictures. She told me about her previous husbands. Some were abusive, others cheated on her. But when she finally got to her last husband, things took a dark turn. He had cancer, was depressed, and shot his face off, but somehow survived. Months later, he died from his injuries. She claimed they buried him, declared him dead, and even held a funeral. However, hours after the funeral, she swore it was her husband knocking on the door, covered in dirt. She let him in, frantic with worry. He went back to the basement where he'd previously, well, you know. As time passed, she began feeding and watering this ghost, husband of hers, even as her family members dismissed her claims. Her daughter eventually moved into the house and confirmed seeing her father's ghostly figure. Afraid for her mom's safety, they sealed off the basement and pretended it never happened. But now, with me sitting there, my resident was overcome with emotion, worrying that she'd been caring for a spirit all this time. I tried to ask her some logical questions. Did you think he was alive? Did anyone else see him? Why didn't you call the police? How could the cemetery not know? She answered each one by saying, yes, he's dead, but his physical body is still there. Before I jump to conclusions about her dementia, let me give some context. She's very early in her illness and has never fabricated stories or exhibited delusions before. Her story was so detailed and timed out in a way that felt too real, too raw. It also sent shivers down my spine. As someone who doesn't believe in the supernatural, I've faced many dark moments in this line of work, but nothing like this. Even an atheist like me couldn't help but feel a sense of unease, a physical reaction to this haunting tale. And when it was all over, I found myself praying, something I never thought possible. Now, some will